Hi foodies, welcome back to my channel. Let's get into this beautiful pot roast. Alright guys, so take a look at this roast guys. You'll see that beautiful marbling, those streaks of fat. You definitely want to look for that. You can use cheaper cuts of beef for this. That's why it's amazing, right? So affordable but delicious. And I got this at the supermarket and it was cut in half already. If you're gonna be doing the pull apart roast, then it's fine if it's cut. I'm not gonna be slicing it, but you do want to season well. So that's what I'm gonna be doing now, seasoning this, and it is best to do it overnight. Now I am going to be using my oxtail seasoning in this because, hello, it is beef and I love my oxtail seasoning, so it works perfectly with this. You could use your favorite meat or beef seasoning, or you could use an all-purpose seasoning. Just bear in mind that the seasonings come with salt. The soy sauce has salt, so if you're adding salt to your mixed seasonings, you have to be careful, but just add salt to taste. All right, everybody's palate is different, everybody's tolerances are different. So we'll let this marinate overnight and then it's gonna get really nice and flavorful. It's gonna soak up everything. So I'm using my instant pot. Now you could use your slow cook or your pressure cook setting for this, all right? But before we do that, we're doing the saute. So we select saute, then adjust it to more, to the highest, okay? And once it's hot, you will see hot come up on the display, and you can even test it with a skewer just to see if it starts to give off those tiny bubbles. And then we're gonna just sear the meat on all sides. We're just trying to get that beautiful color. See, it says hot, and just put your meat right in. Now while it sears, you're gonna get that beautiful crust on there. Just try your best. It might not be shaped perfectly, so you have to move things around. And then just add your veggies to that same oil that's in there. Do not wash out the pot. Only if you get like a little burning happening, you might have to wash it out. But if not, just add the veggies to that and add your garlic and continue the steps. Now adding red wine is definitely optional, but I find that it really adds a lot to the flavor because it's slightly sweet and it's charred. It just gives some depth to the gravy in the end. So choose a wine that you know you'd enjoy having with the meal. Don't just pick a cooking wine in the supermarket that you wouldn't enjoy drinking. So once we've positioned our roasts in the pot, then we are going to just pour on the beef broth. broth. If you don't have beef broth at home, you can use vegetable broth, but it's best to stick with beef broth or beef stock. Now, dry herbs are really great, guys, but I find that fresh herbs are just delightful. You can't leave them out. I'm using a variety of herbs in this dish, and I'm adding them at different points in the preparation, so it's gonna build on the flavor and everything. So just add all of that in there. And of course, remember, you can include potatoes. I'm not putting potatoes in there, but you could have your potatoes in there. And some fresh garlic is gonna be added. Now we need to select either slow cook or pressure cook. All right, I'm using pressure cook this time because I always slow cook, so I'm trying the pressure cooker setting. So I'm gonna be pressure cooking this for about an hour. All right, and then once the time is up, you do a slow release so that you won't pull it all the way, just pull it halfway. And then once the pressure is done releasing, guys, take that lid off and you will get a beautiful smell in your kitchen right now, trust me. And then look at the meat. It's so tender, really, really juicy. You'll see, I'm just gonna shake it just to show you that just shaking it slightly, it literally just falls apart. Now at this point, your roast is cooked, but we need to make a delicious gravy. All right, so we're gonna go in with some butter and we're gonna add some flour to make a roux. A roux is just a thickening agent. You could add a slurry to the juices that are in the instant pot and just let it simmer down, but I like to use the roux because of the butter that's included, because that's added flavor. So this is gonna be pretty simple. Just cook this now in the pan just to cook out the starch that is in that flour, right? And then we will add all those strained liquids from our instant pot. And look at the color, it is just beautiful. That's because of the soy sauce, the Worcestershire sauce, and the red wine. And just keep whisking so that the lumps won't form. All right, so we do need to taste this and adjust seasoning. You could even add other things to this at this point because you want your gravy to be really good. Even if the roast is nicely flavored, the gravy is essential. It's just another layer of flavor, and you might be having it with potatoes too, right? So you want it to be really good. So after simmering this for a little bit, guys, just take a look. It was over low heat, and look at that beautiful gravy. And it's homemade gravy, so delicious. And the Scotch bonnet did not pop at all. It's still whole, but it was able to, give all that flavor to the gravy. All right. Now there we are. I have it served up here with some marble potatoes and some steamed vegetables. You could serve your roast like this in chunks and pour that delicious, beautiful gravy all over it. Or you could use your fork and knife just to pull apart. Everybody has their preference as far as serving up their roast. Now I'm just gonna dig in to show you guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious. And it is so moist. Really, really good. And it's easy. You put it in the Instant Pot and forget about it for an hour. You can focus on the other stuff, right, that you're making for your family dinner. And there I'm showing you, you could serve it like that. So serve your roast in chunks. You could serve it whole. You could shred it like this. There are some roasts that are for slicing. This one is a good pull apart roast. So you can pull it apart and with your fork and pour gravy all over it and serve it to everybody like that. It's your choice. But this is really good, guys. I know you're gonna enjoy it. And you can check out the side dishes as well that I will be linking in the description below. So amazing, guys. Give it a try and let me know what you think. Maybe you'll be able to do this for the holidays. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.